Come the holidays, are you ready to handle them gluten-free? Hi, I'm registered dietitian Jacqueline Gomes. Chances are you will have a guest that is following a gluten-free eating plan. Entertaining for gluten-free guests has become progressively easier. With an abundance of new and improved gluten-free items on the shelves, combined with naturally gluten-free foods, you'll be sure to serve a successful and delicious holiday meal. What is gluten-free? A gluten-free diet is free of all forms of wheat, rye, barley, and some oats unless they're labeled gluten-free. Appropriate side dishes include potatoes, quinoa, and rice. All fruits and vegetables are naturally gluten-free, so be sure to have an abundance of these available for your guests. In addition, proteins such as meats, poultry, fish, nuts, and eggs are also safe for your gluten-free guests. The biggest concern I often hear from our shoppers is, what do I make for dessert? Well, there are lots of delicious options such as candied nuts, baked apples, even rice marshmallow treats, and chocolate-covered strawberries. Also consider trying out some newer gluten-free items such as gluten-free flour, which we're going to be using today in our delicious and indulgent gluten-free berry chia cookies. So let me walk you through some of our ingredients. So of course we're going to be using Bob's Red Mill 1-to-1 gluten-free baking flour. So this is an easy substitute for regular wheat-containing flour. We have our Greenway wild blueberries. You can use any frozen berries that you like. I like to use a mix of berries, so we're gonna throw in some raspberries as well. We've got our Greenway eggs, and of course our regular baking items such as Domino sugar. We've got some milk, which we're going to be creating a buttermilk with. So let's get this all put together, and we're going to show you how easy it is to create a gluten-free dessert.
Our first step is to create our berry chia jam. Combine your frozen berries and maple syrup in a small saucepan. Add in your chia seeds and vanilla extract. Cook on low heat for about 15 minutes and let cool. Meanwhile, let's start the biscuits. Preheat your oven to 450 degrees and line a baking sheet with parchment paper. You're going to whisk together your flour, baking powder, baking soda, sugar, and salt in a large bowl. Cut butter into 1/4 inch pieces. Using a pastry blender, press butter into flour mixture until it resembles very small pebbles. You'll probably need a little bit of elbow grease for this. Small bowl, whisk together your eggs and buttermilk. If you don't have buttermilk, combine 1 tablespoon of lemon juice with regular milk. Pour your buttermilk mixture into your flour mixture and stir until a soft dough forms. Dough will be slightly wet. Turn your dough out into a large piece of parchment paper. Roll or pat your dough into a 1/2 inch thick piece. Fold your dough in half. You're going to repeat this step 2 more times. Sprinkle with more gluten-free flour in between if you need to. Cut dough with a 2-inch round biscuit cutter. If you don't have a biscuit cutter, you can easily use a glass. Using your thumb, lightly press a well into the center of each biscuit. We're now going to fill with 1 teaspoon of chia jam in each biscuit. Bake for about 15 minutes or until tops are golden brown. Remove and cool for about 5 minutes before serving.
So who is ready for the holidays? I know I am with these delicious gluten-free biscuits. The chia seeds and the fruit really come together to give you a really flavorful and delicious option for your gluten-free guests. So thank you so much for watching. Let's give these a try and see how they turned out. Light and buttery, and the sweetness from the fruit and the chia seeds really comes through. Thank you again for watching. Head over to our Eat Well blog for this full recipe and more on nutrition, health, and wellness.